What's up, guys? I'm back. This is my third video of what if civilization restarted. So we had the Middle East War last time. So if you don't remember from part 2, there was a country here, in this region, this little blob, and it was friends with Tomer. But Beckbridge and Bergberg were friends, and they took over that country and took over some parts of the Nile. So that's basically what happened in the last one. Basically, that was it. We got some new countries up in here, new alliances, North and Drakeloft. Now I did have this comment, and this comment got me to thinking. So this person said, I'm gonna show their comment on the screen. But they said, well, since some people survived from the meteor, they moved to this country, Milmirich. They know about all the other continents. So I think in this video, they're going to be the ones to expand because they know about all the other continents as well as America. So they're probably going to be one of the first ones to get there. But not right now. All they're doing right now is, Milmirich, they're moving through and they make it into Sweden. So they move through and they take over all of this part of, they're looking like a pretty sizable country. They're doing pretty good. They know about the world, and they're telling France that there's other continents, but they're not letting France get any land. As they move up into Greenland, and they stop because, well, they're not used to it getting that cold, but I mean, they got a lot of land out of it. But not before countries start to break away. They're like, we don't agree with your choices. We didn't want to expand that quick. I get you know all about the world, but we don't want that to happen right now. Basically, just people who didn't believe in what the president said, basically. So they would split these countries up like this. Even this right here was getting split. Now this is going to be a very a very rich country. It's all about oil. But they keep these mountains, and they're like, fine, you want to kick us out of here? Okay, we'll go up here. And, they're moving. And they get to right here, and they stop. Because there's more, there's other countries here. There's other countries here that nobody knew about for a while. And these are tribes, but they can, they speak and they negotiate, and they're like, get out of our land, you're in our tribe's land. And they're like, whoa, we're not doing that. We've got better weapons than you. But not until they attack, and, well, Germany's plan failed miserably of expanding in the world. I mean, they couldn't really expand that far out anyways. I don't think they can get to Americas, but, yeah. So, I'm gonna take that person's idea, but not right now. We're gonna focus on this country. This country right here, they're just gonna keep on expanding up through this region. Basically Finland. So, they wrap around, and they're used to the cold climate, so they could probably, they're gonna go through all of this up here. All of this stuff. Anyways, that's it for Grimfru. It's already one of the biggest country. Bergberg right behind it. But I don't think Grimfru could. I'm saying that wrong. Grimfurt could last that long. But Beckbridge and Bergberg, they're allied. And Bergberg is gonna make some more more moves into Africa. So. They take over all of this, and they want to move down here because all the stuff that's up there sucks. They don't like that. And they have basically nothing of the Nile. their main capital's in the mountains. They're a struggling country, as you can see. I mean, whoa, hold on, they're not that struggling. Oh my god, why are they a green country? Okay, never mind, they're not struggling. They found their way around it, but they set up another city along the coast. And then this is when this country finds this island, and they meet up here. So yeah, that's pretty fun. This country keeps on moving in, like, around the horn. This country's struggling now. This country's struggling. They want to get out of here. So that's when they realize they see this other part of the world right here, and they step foot into it. And they're moving through, and they find this country which at the time they called a new continent. It was like a whole new world to a whole nother level, and they just like stretch out across it. I don't know, but when they get to this point and they find all this land, they're like, yes, that's where we want to live. So they go ahead and they set up multiple cities along there. And they're like, okay, we kind of want to live on this continent. We don't want to worry about all the land down here. So that's when they have the bright idea to move their capital over here and make other cities revolt away. So, they can't really, like, revolt yet. So, give the nation a name. Beckbridge. This one's gonna be Heckhidge. I spelled that wrong. Okay, revolt. No, we don't want that as their capital. This is their capital. Okay. But this is gonna cost, this is gonna be, like, bad for, like, what's it called? This is bad for, this is bad for Bergberg and their, like, alliance, because now that these new countries are here, they're, like, moving down. So then this country attacks, like, this big country goes over here and they're like, we want your land. But, they take it swiftly, honestly. I feel like too swift. But it happens, like, it's like Bergberg didn't want to attack back. I mean, Beckbridge didn't want to attack back. But, like, we're farther away from our ally. We should just stop being allies with them. And now that they've moved far away and they're, like, a tiny, tiny country, they finally get the chance to move. Right. To move. They're expanding along the coast of, along the Indian coast, moving down into this good green land. I mean, this country, is looking good, you know, they're expanding, and, they're expanding in good territory. They're taking up almost all of, like, this part of India, Sri Lanka, and they're even moving down to these islands. But, you know, they stop right here. That's all they're going to be doing today. But this country's like, why does this country look so weird? Like, they just have this part that's, like, not connected. So they're trying to connect it back like that. Like that. Oh, my God, bro. These countries are broke. We're going to have to make this look more realistic by making the countries more rich. Like, they put a lot of cities up to make them look richer. This country's got a lot of coastal in this one. Like, usually probably all of these were going to get taken over by a bigger power, but not for right now. But Beckbridge is living on somewhere else. Happy. Cities in Sri Lanka. They have a lot of cities. But now we're going to move up back into here. Tomer is still going up and expanding. It's the first time actually doing it in a while. But Tomer's going up and they're expanding. And they actually get to a point right here where they're like, we can't expand, it costs too much. We're gonna but we're gonna expand anyways, which is gonna weaken their country. And people find this as like a good way to revolt because they're spreading into Europe. So a new country forms because they want to revolt. Because this is the best time to do it because the country's weak. And yeah, so they're moving in, and they obviously declare war because they have to if they're revolting. They're swiftly doing this. The government, all their troops are back over there watching the Middle East because that's a place they want to like attack, as you can tell, because it's like very like it's what's the word for it? Oh my god. It's very split up. But at this time, that's when they're like, whoa, we just realized peace. And this is when Tomer kind of gets the idea that they can attack who they want. They easily, swiftly, and annex them before they're like, wait, this is really easy. And they're moving through the Middle East. They're like, this is where they're realizing that they have a lot of power and they can't be stopped. They literally go like that into some countries. And they're moving through. I mean, bro, like, they're realizing they have too much power. And they control a lot of the world now. Most of the Middle East. Yeah, I don't think Grimfruit is the biggest anymore. Yeah, the Grimfort actually took third place. Tomer with the most. Tomer also with the max area. Bozoslav, we miss you, bro. We miss you. Honestly, if this country, they can't really revolt. This country can. Its rightful owner was Bozoslav. But, not anymore. But now that we have a Greece country, they meet up with them and they're trading. Like, these countries are trading very good. But then that's when they meet up with the German country. And then when they start doing trades, they realize, hey, we know more about the world than other people. Let's leave the alliance and join another alliance together. So, that's the Greece-Germany country. Because Germany and some other people, like some German officers or something, go to Greece. And they're telling the Greece people about the other continents and stuff like that. So Greece and Germany know most about the world by the end of this part. Anyways, this is what the map's looking like at the end. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and comment your ideas. I always take them. And we're going to call this World War... Oh, no, it's World Map 3 Beck Bridge is India. Alright, there you go. That's it for today's video. I already said my outro. So peace, guys.